Hey everyone, welcome back to Fruit in the Abide with Brittany. First, excuse the setup, this angle, and everything like that. This is my current situation. I'm currently sitting in my recliner chair, elevate my foot with my baby, my boop boop. Hopefully we can get through this video without her barking. In my last video, I said that I would do a video covering just my experiences with the first 2 weeks of recovery from the sesamoid bone removal surgery in my right foot. So that's what I'm going to be going over today. Hopefully this will be kind of like a quick video. I'm kind of going to take you week by week regarding the first 2 weeks, as they were a little bit different. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, so just to reiterate, I had my surgery on July 23rd. My first post-op appointment was on August 5th. So from July 23rd to August 5th, I was instructed by the doctor to only heel weight bear on my right foot with the cam walker boot. And if you don't know what the cam walker boot is, or if the doctor may have put you in a cast versus have you wearing a boot, this is what it looks like. I have the short leg one, but I had that boot since December of 2019, so it's a little bit worn down, but that is basically what I used. Even though he told me I could bear weight through my heel as tolerated, I mostly kind of treated it as non-weight bearing. For the most part, I used the crutches to get to and from the bathroom. And so especially, well, really for the first 2 weeks and still kind of now, I had my foot elevated every time I was rested. So the only time I would not have my foot elevated is when I had to go to the bathroom. Other than that, I was either in the bed with my foot elevated or sitting up in this chair. So I'm gonna the recovery was a little bit different from the first week to the second week. Overall, I've been having a pretty good experience, other than some deconditioning, some fatigue, because I'm not as active as I'm usually am. And so that's why I'm going to kind of take you week by week, because the pain levels were different. The way I kind of move around now, as much pressure as I was able to bear on my foot and everything like that was different from week 1 to week 2, and even to now, which is going into the third week. So week 1, the pain, I'm going to go over the pain first levels. Week 1, so the day after surgery is when the nerve block started to wear off, and that I can start feeling the pain in my foot. Mostly the pain is along the big toe, because like I said, I had the incision is like lateral of my big toe, so that is where you kind of feel most of the pain. The pain still wasn't excruciating. It was still bearable. But then again, I was taking ibuprofen every 8 hours. It was the 600 milligrams, like I said in my other video. For the first couple of days, really for the first week, I'll say I was taking it every 8 hours just to manage the pain. Even though the pain was not really that bad like I was expecting, I was still taking it to kind of keep me from having pain. They told me to take the Tylenol in between, but really I was just taking the Tylenol as needed. So thank God my pain has been bearable with the ibuprofen. Like, I haven't been taking any oxy, any other kind of like painkillers, like serious painkillers. The ibuprofen was working for me, and now I'm weaned off of the ibuprofen. I'm not taking any specific pain medication. I am on a steroid to get the inflammation down in my body, and that kind of has to do with the to help with the pain also, but I'll get to that a little bit later. So the day after surgery, from the day after surgery up until like day 5 after surgery was when the pain was, I would say, the worst. I would get like little sharp pains here and there. It wasn't, I didn't have any throbbing pain. It was kind of like an achiness, or how can I explain it? And even now, it's still kind of like a drawing feeling, like you can feel like your muscles and everything knitting back together. But for those first couple of days, that's when the pain was the worst. And I would say my pain level, the highest amount of pain that I've felt throughout this whole recovery process so far, was about like a 5 or a 6, and everybody pain tolerance is different. And also, like I said, I've been kind of treating it as mostly for those 2 weeks non-weight bearing more than heel weight bearing, and that has really helped like keep the pain level down. Now I'm actually able to bear weight on my heel without it being really painful, and even some weight on my whole foot, but I'm like really careful with that. It's just like slightly putting weight on it. I'm kind of just listening to my body, taking it day by day, trying to follow the doctor's orders, but still listening to what I can tolerate. So that was the pain. For the pain for the first week, it was like maybe a 5. The most I guess annoying thing was the burning. Oh my goodness. Like, and I think that's what I would kind of count as contributed to the pain was the burning that I had in my big toe. Like, it would be, and it would be even worse at night, I guess, because your body is real relaxed. But I would experience so much burning in my big toe that I would use kind of like an ice pack and just sit it on my toe, and it would feel like a fire is extinguishing. That was the most annoying. When I called the doctor and everything like that, they said that's normal. That's basically have to do with your nerves and everything like that. So if you experience burning, still contact your doctor and make sure, describe the burning feeling, everything to them. And yeah, contact your doctor. But they told me that was normal because I just had surgery like within the week. So that was the pain for the first week. Yes, so I said I weaned off of the ibuprofen. That week I did experience some nausea one day that within that first week, but it settled, thank God. So that was my process for the first week. I was in the bed mostly the first week, and I was, especially the first couple of days, like I was really trying to keep my feet elevated above my heart to reduce the swelling, to reduce like my foot from having further pain. So especially for those first couple of days, I was in the bed, and I will insert a clip of this pillow that I got from Amazon, which helped me to comfortably elevate my foot, and to just support my foot in that elevated position even while sleeping. And this pillow that I'm going to insert a clip, and I'm going to leave the link below, helped so much. My foot didn't like come off as if you was propping it on some pillows while you're sleeping. It really helped me keep my foot elevated without having to worry about my foot sliding off. Okay, so this is what I have been using to rest my leg on. It's a leg pillow that I got from Amazon. It has like the little slant and then this space for your leg to go into. And so far it's been working pretty well. Yeah, it looks like this. I'm gonna leave the link below, and it's been really helpful for when I sit in like my little recliner chair, or if I'm laying in the bed, which I do mostly. Is a little bit more comfortable for me. Right here I just have towels here because I'm short and I'm really petite, so as you can see, the space for the leg is really wide, and so the towel, kind of give it extra elevation. And I also put a pillow over top of it, just because to give it some more elevation so that my feet is raised above my heart. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys. And also for the first week, or the first really 2 weeks, like I said, I was just feeling weaker than usual, and it's because I wasn't moving around as much. I was mostly in the bed, and I should know, like, the more you're in the bed, the more weaker you're gonna get. But my goal at that point in my recovery was to get rest and to keep my feet elevated to prevent swelling, and to prevent unnecessary pain. So I guess it's kind of like a balance, because you're not able to be on your feet as much, especially for that first week. So yeah, now I'm going to move into the second week, which was a little bit different. The second week, I was still feeling kind of like, or even now, I'm not back to like myself energy wise. The second week, I was still feeling like fatigued and tired. The pain was still pretty good. Like, my pain level, thank God, glory be to God, that my pain level has been so like bearable, to the point where I'm not taking any ibuprofen or Tylenol. Like, that is only by the grace of God. Like, my pain level has been pretty good, just so much better than what I expected going into this. And it could be because I haven't really been putting like a lot of weight on it yet. But I'm grateful for what I'm experiencing right now. The second week, I did experience this episode where I made a doctor's appointment. So this past Friday, I went to her, and she said my heart looked good, and everything like that. But I did experience that episode. I think it was like on the 3rd. It was before my post-op appointment. I think it was on the 3rd or the 4th of August, where I literally thought I was going to pass out. Like, all of a sudden, I started having abdominal cramps. I started sweating. I was hot, just like in the hospital. I was hot. I literally thought I was going to black out. Like, I thought I was not going to make it. And my cousin, thank God, she was home, and she was like fanning me, gave me a cold pack. My mom told her to give me some Tylenol and gave me some fluids, and it helped a bit, to the point where I didn't feel like I was going to pass out. But after that, I just felt like weak, and fatigue and everything. So of course, I called my primary care doctor. So if you experience any symptoms of like fatigue, or like any symptoms of like vomiting, or fainting, or sweating, any of those things, you want to make sure that you contact your primary care. And if you feel like it's an emergency, of course, contact 911. Just to be on a disclaimer. But so I had an appointment with her Friday, and she said basically she thinks I had a vagal reaction to just laying, mostly, or just not being real active, which kind of caused those symptoms. So she said try to get up more, move around more, sit up more, as much as I can, as much as I'm allowed to kind of prevent that deconditioning. So just a tip, like, it's not good to lay in the bed all day, and I know that, but I was like, I just want this swelling, I just want everything to heal right, like overly protective of my foot. But sitting up, just sitting up in the chair, or and you can even elevate your foot if you have a recliner chair, or maybe have an ottoman and put your foot up on that. Just sitting up, getting your body up, helps a lot. And so that's what happened week 2. Week 2, I was still having some burning. It wasn't as bad as week 1. Say my pain level was probably like a 3 or a 4, so it decreased. The only thing again that was annoying was the burning in my foot. So my post-op appointment was August the 5th. They prescribed me a steroid packet. He said probably because of the swelling and inflammation, it's probably pressed in my foot. It's probably pressing up against a nerve, which causes the burning. So that's why they gave me the steroid packet to decrease the inflammation. And so I started that. I think it was Friday. I think I started it Friday. They gave it to me last Wednesday, but I started it on Friday. You take it for 6 days. It's like you take I think it's like 6 pills on the first day, and then you gradually wean to like 1 pill, and that has been working pretty well. I don't have as much nerve or burning in my big toe. It's bearable. Like, it's been working pretty well. It's still sensitive. You still feel like a little annoying, like burning, but it's not as much as it was, so I'm grateful for that. So that has been the my experience with for the first 2 weeks. I'm gonna do another update on the 18th because I get my stitches taken out. So after my post-op, the doctor said that I can start to bear weight flat foot as much as I can tolerate. I've been trying to do that, but then again, listening to just what I can tolerate. And so, but I still use the crutches as of right now. I'm still using the crutches to get back forth to the bathroom. I don't travel up and down the stairs. For the most part, I'm in my room. I got a cooler in here. The bathroom is close by. And thank God for my mom and my cousin helping me out through just all of this. Like, they just been so amazing. So support helps. Mentally, I feel like I've been distracted more than usual, which is crazy. I feel more distracted than usual, just mentally. And so I've really been just trying to read my word, read my Bible, praying, meditating on scriptures. But for these past 2 weeks, I think I watched more TV than and I don't even watch TV, but I guess it's just it's that to be honest, some boredom there. And so I really been praying, asking God to help me to stay focused so I can hear his voice during this season, of what he trying to say to me during this. I don't want to miss it. And so but a couple of shows I've been watching is the Parkers, or the Bernie Mac show. Those, or World of Dance is my favorite show right now, because I love dance, everything dance. So yeah, that's mentally, it's been pretty okay, except for like I said, the distraction piece, and everyone's different. So it's I know, I just know when I'm getting distracted, and when I feel a conviction that God is telling me, okay, you need to refocus. I find myself mindlessly on YouTube sometimes. So it's just trying to keep my mind occupied, especially when you have to be in one space, or can't really move around as much, or used to doing fixing your own food, washing clothes, or used to doing what you would usually do. So you have more time to think. And so that's the only thing mentally, to be honest, to be transparent with you guys, as to how to keep, what works for you to keep your mind occupied. Recently I ordered this Bible, which it has coloring pages in it, that you can color the word. So you can just color. So that's been helping me. I just got that just to keep my mind on God. So yeah, that's really it emotionally. That kind of go with spiritual, my mental and emotional health. All that to me is connected to my spiritual health. So as long as I keep my focus on God, and keep my focus on hearing his voice and everything like that, and staying near to him, then everything else kind of falls into place. Okay, so I'm just going to share a quick tip with you guys. So as far as bathing, brushing your teeth, bathing of, you want to make sure, well, my doctor told me not to get the bandage or anything wet. So if you do want to bathe, if you want to take a shower, make sure you have a shower chair, because you will not be able to stand on your foot. Either a shower chair, or if you have a walk-in shower, um, make sure you have like a non-skid mat in the shower with like a chair, but make sure someone's there with you, because like you can't stand on your foot. But you want to wrap up your foot in a trash bag. You might want to double or triple that trash bag, and just use some waterproof tape to tape the trash bag to your leg, and that will help keep it dry. If you are unable to withstand standing at the sink, like to wash up or to brush your teeth and stuff like that, then our sink is really close to our toilet, so you can like sit on the toilet or bring a chair in there, and make sure you do, like, you're seated or have someone with you, my doctor basically said not to make it too complicated, so with elevating your foot. So he said if you gotta walk in to get something to eat, like walk in the kitchen, whenever you sit, make sure you keep your foot elevated on something. If you have to wherever you have to go, whenever you sit down, elevate your foot, and that will prevent like the swelling. So you don't have to be in the bed all day like I was initially. You don't have to. It's all about like your body, what you can handle, your energy levels and everything like that. But just know that whenever you get to a place of rest, whenever you get to a place where you can sit, elevate your foot to prevent the swelling. And the incision on my post-op appointment, it looked really good. I wish I would have took a picture, but it was hardly any bruising. So I feel like keeping my foot elevated and kind of just being careful how much weight I did put on it, didn't want to put too much weight on it too soon, that really helped with just the recovery of like the incision so far. We'll see how it looks on the 18th, but I think I'm dragging this video a little bit too long, so I hope that this helped in some way, and just to give you an idea of like what to expect. And I hope you guys be blessed. See you in my next video. Bye.